Hi again, welcome back to another video where I'll be drawing my third request, which was dragons. So I took a lot of inspiration from a lot of stuff I've been seeing on Instagram. So I thought I would start off with some basic framework and do that at a couple of different angles, and then kind of build upon it on different layers after adding a bit of detail. So this is more like a character design, I guess, but I am really new at doing different angles. So if I drew an eye, drawing it on the other side of the face is still incredibly difficult for me. But it's a start, I think. So I'll start by doing it at a profile and kind of doing different angles and shapes to give the dragon head a bit of definition. And I thought I'd challenge myself by doing a curved horn, but that proved quite difficult at the 3D pictures, just to know what kind of sizes and shapes need to happen at the different angles. But I thought I'd give it a go regardless, because after all, this is a before and after video. Obviously the before, but I think it's going quite well so far, but it just makes it even more of a challenge when I do the after version. But here is the first angled one, and I'm trying to keep it as close to the first picture as possible to make it kind of representative, so it is the same face at lots of different angles. And this is the part that I really struggle at, drawing those horns, because to me all I see is still quite a flat picture, but I'm trying to make it so they're somewhat pointing towards us slightly. And I guess the only way to show that is by adding some shading to it. And again, I'm new to that as well. Everything you see is my first time doing it. But yeah, for a quick sketch, it's not too bad. That being said, this is 3 times sped up, so I can fit it into roughly 10 minutes, because this did take about 30 minutes. But I'm still not very used to editing, so making those cuts at the right point in the video without missing out any important details is still pretty challenging for me. But here is the third face, which is, I was attempting to do more of a top-down perspective, but honestly it just looks more like the second one just looking left, which I suppose is a challenge in itself, because when I've drawn eyes, drawing the right eye is always easier than drawing the left eye, even though they're exact copies of each other. Don't know why that works, but that's how it is. So now that I've drawn the kind of guidelines of it, I've got a new layer, and I'm just going to be doing all of it in a base color. And the main reason I'm doing this is because if I were to make this a transparent picture, a PNG, I don't want any opaque parts, and this will guarantee that everything is a solid color on the base level. So if I did softer strokes on the top of this, I'm still not going to be seeing the background. And what I've started doing is, on the slider in the top right, I use that bottom line to do my different shadings. And so far, so good, I think. I'm still not entirely sure where all of the shading should take place, but this is definitely something that I'm going to be looking into, because I think technically that right hand horn on my second picture shouldn't need any shading at all. But I'm hoping you'll tell me that instead. What I would love to do, and I did a very quick attempt at, is drawing a picture of Alan Wake, and when it came to doing the nose, it went extremely badly. But I think I'll be doing that in the future, because that design concept is really interesting to me. But now I'm adding some of the lighter colours. Had no idea where to put these, so I just kind of scribbled it on in different places. And it didn't go particularly well, but for first try, I'm still pretty happy with it. And I'm essentially just going to be doing an exact copy of this, but with the horns and teeth. And I'm still getting used to which brushes I should be using. And I think one of these days I'm just going to spend the entire session just drawing the same thing again and again and again with lots of different brushes to find out which ones work best for different kinds of pictures. Because that's pretty rough. And the teeth are looking great, to be honest. But I thought a couple of fangs is better than just, well, toothless, I guess. So please tell me what you'd like me to draw next. And if there's anything you think I should prioritize learning, that'd be a massive help. And I think I'll start doing my 30 days learning challenges very soon, because not only will that give me a bit more traction, but it's going to help me improve just on every level. And one thing I'm really curious about is my intro any good? It's a bit basic, but I guess I've been looking for an opinion. And I'm just going to add some teeny tiny detail to each of the horns, and a bit of an outline as well. And this is so rough, and I'm sure if I took more time, it would look better. But as a first pass, I didn't want to spend too much time on it. Now, this is a point of every video where I struggle for things to talk about. But I guess it's difficult because I'm very new at it, and it's not really a back and forth right now with a lot of comments. But I guess every new YouTuber has to get past this stage at some point. I think I would really struggle to stream at the moment. But I'm just going to talk about what inspired me to draw this kind of dragon, I guess. So I've been playing a lot of Baldur's Gate 3, and I don't know, I just got to fighting a red dragon, and I thought it was pretty interesting. But what I am going to do now is try and add a bit of shading to all the horns, which doesn't go great, to be honest. Colour in the eyes a bit, and then once I've done that, I will do an outline of all of the edges, and that'll be me done. But please, if you are watching this still, let me know how I did, and if you'd like to see me do something similar in the future with something else, maybe a tree person or just an animal, I guess. I've been meaning to draw dogs, as they're definitely one of my favourite animals, and I think a lot of people would like to see that. So here is the outline of all of my shapes to add a bit of definition, and as a whole I think it turned out quite well. Probably should have outlined the horns in a different colour, but can't go back now. Let me know which of the dragon heads you think I've done the best job with, and I think you should give it a go yourself as well. I think there's a lot to learn, and I feel a lot more confident now. Even though some of them look a bit sketchy, I was intimidated going into this mini tutorial exercise, but I can see myself doing it again. Maybe with something else. So I hope everyone enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something. I certainly did. And I will see you all in the next video, where I will be drawing an apple. I think I haven't decided if it's going to be black and white or in colour, but I will see you then. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.